Today, on Two Guys Talking Booze, we're headed to the rugged west coast of Scotland to sip on a true classic, Oban 14-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey. This isn't just another Scotch. This is where the Highlands meet the sea. You've got rich malt, citrus, a touch of smoke, and just enough coastal salt to remind you this whiskey was born by the water. Is Oban 14 the perfect middle ground between smoky and smooth? Is it worth the price tag? And more importantly, is it a must-have for your home bar? So pour yourself a dram and lower your voice. And join us today because we're finding out if Oban 14 lives up to the hype. Speaking of hype,
what's up? What's up? The nice, the rock, the magnus, the magnified, these nuts.
These nuts. Danny,
what's up?
Is back on the show for episode 136 of the Two Guys Talking Booze. I remember when we did episode 6 and we were like, damn, 6 already. Remember?
Yeah, I couldn't. When we did 10, I'm like, this is crazy.
10 episodes.
But super cool that you've made it so far.
Yeah.
And I'm actually very excited about this one.
Me too.
I didn't even know what this was until I did a quick research and I found how much of a special bottle this is.
It is. Now it's funny because we are learning so much about so many bottles that we had no idea.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago we did that Mama Juana. That was your first Mama Juana.
First Mama Juana.
Well,
it was really good, surprisingly good.
Surprisingly good. Well, I've had it actually in Puerto Plata, the North Shore of the Dominican, when I used to work in that area, and it was awesome. So let's look at this. Look at this. The container. That's cool.
So one of the cool things I read quickly about this bottle and about Oban is that there's a small town called Oban.
Oh, I didn't know.
That was built around the distillery.
Oh, that's right. That is true.
So, and then, it's a small distillery, which makes it that much, small batches, which makes it that much more special.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited.
I think it's pretty neat, man.
Take a picture with the bottle. Okay. Yeah, that is a really cool story. That is actually one of the fun facts that I was going to bring up about it.
Okay.
Is that the town of Oban grew around the distillery.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. Usually it's so cool.
What? The city grows around the river. Around somewhere.
A river.
Or somewhere that, where, you could tell how important this distillery is because it's what everybody must be working in that freaking distillery.
Yeah.
It's what brings in it moves the economy.
I feel like we're tasting something that, like you said, is important because this whole town for 200 years has centered around this liquid.
Imagine.
That's cool.
Imagine. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's what it's all about. While he's cracking open the bottle, the bottle of Oban 14 is a classic, like he was saying, and it's understated. It's tall, elegant, with a maritime blue label. This is a cool label.
Love it.
That hints at its coastal roots. It kind of looks maritime, right? Like a ship, right?
Maritime?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like one of those messages that you throw in the bottle.
Yes, that's exactly what that looks like.
A message in the air, or with the calligraphy.
Yeah,
Very
it
cool.
looks like it's calligraphy. There's some stuff written on the side.
1794. So, like you said, 200 years. That's a lot. 226.
Over, yeah, more. Yeah, it's crazy.
2 years.
Yeah, it's nuts. This comes in a cylindrical tube, which we already opened, making it a gift-worthy right off the shelf. So I think I agree with that. This is a great gift. You bring that little tube, it's awesome.
How do you get this, by the way? Sorry.
This was purchased by our principal attorney, Regina Campbell, for the firm.
Regina.
Yeah, we have a bar in the firm, like
Very
Suits.
Nice. She's nice. She allowed you to have this. It's very nice.
Yeah, and this bottle, you can buy this bottle at Caskers for about $90. The Barrel Tap has it for $105, and Liquor Store Online has it for $131.
Smell that thing.
Ooh,
it smells like nice and
that's what we like. We like Scotch. We're Scotch guys. This distillery, like he just mentioned, was founded in 1794 in the seaside town of Oban on Scotland's west coast, often called the gateway to the Isles. What makes Oban unique to its location, it sits right between the Highlands and the Islands.
It's like Santa Marta.
Like Santa Marta.
It's like right behind there's a mountain and the water.
Damn. He's from Colombia. He knows his stuff. Actually, have you been to Santa Marta?
Of course.
I've never been. I'm not from the coast. I'm from Bogota, and it drinks exactly like that, like the mix of Highlands and Islands.
Let me get that quick.
Yeah, you get this rich, fruity Highland style fused with a subtle, salty coastal character. The distillery itself is one of the smallest in Scotland, and its limited production, like he was saying earlier, due to its tight historic footprint.
Right, and also the fact that it's kind of centered in the city, so there's no way for it to expand.
It can't get any bigger.
It cannot get any. I mean, obviously, if you have another location, but then you lose the whole.
I think
you
so.
know, the essence of it, which it makes it even more special that it's a small batch, like we mentioned before. So that's really cool.
He loves his Oban, which is great. Look at this color. This is really nice.
Dude, I love it, man. It's a real classy.
It is classy. It's a rich gold
So classy.
With a slightly amber hue. So it's not as bright yellow or gold as the Irish whiskey that we did last week with your brother. Remember,
which you mentioned was cheap.
It's horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, but we are in the month of Bropril.
That's right.
I'm gonna make that happen. Bropril.
Bropril.
The month of Bropril, and I think he said it was affordable.
Oh, April.
That's cool. That's good.
April.
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 April. April. So, to the nose, what do we got here?
Strong.
It does, right?
Ooh,
That's that.
It hits you.
It's gonna put some hair in our nuts.
But okay. I'll tell you what I smell.
Okay. I'm gonna describe what.
Obviously, honey.
Okay.
You get that
Damn,
honey, right?
there's honey.
And I don't know why, but I smell some type of like maybe like apple, but maybe not.
Okay, good.
But
Fruit.
do you? I mean, yeah, fruit. Obviously, everything. I don't know, but it's kind of like a.
I hate to sound cliche, but
They all smell like apple.
no.
Oh, like
Vanilla. There's vanilla in
touch
here.
of vanilla.
Notes of vanilla.
Notes of vanilla.
Do you get that?
I got that.
Yeah, it's amazing. So according to the description, there should be citrus peel, which I believe is the apple. It's the fruit, right?
Yeah. Like
Honey.
apple. Yeah, honey for
My
sure.
man. Sea salt and a whisper of smoke.
It's not very smoked though.
Well, maybe it's in the flavor. Think orange zest drifting through the coastal breeze. Oof.
A lot of honey.
So let's do the Gaelic way of saying sláinte, because sláinte is
I don't go that way, man.
We're gonna do the Gaelic, the Scottish Gaelic, which is sláinte.
Sláinte.
So it's like sláinte, but then they add the va, which
What's
is
that?
it also means to good health.
To good health?
To good health.
Sláinte means to good
Sláinte
health.
in Scottish Gaelic.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. That's month of Bropril. We're in Casa Galvez.
Again.
Ooh. Oh, that now you smell the smoke? I smell the smoke now. That tastes the
Taste
smoke.
the smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit disappointed.
You are. Yeah. Oh, that's delicious. I like it. It says it's medium body, but I feel is that full bodied enough for you?
It climbs up to my nose. That's how it's strong.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm, I need a little bit more hairs on my chest to take it.
That's good.
Take a nice big, not a nice big one, but just
All
take
right.
it all in. That's what she said, and then
Dried fruits, mild sweetness, gentle spice, a touch of maritime brine. Do you get any of that saltiness that they keep describing?
I don't get the sweetness that I was hoping for.
Right.
So I'm assuming the saltiness is
Counteracting
it. But I'm a bit disappointed.
The hype.
I was hyped. I saw it. I read about it. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be such a great thing.
So at $100 to $130,
what?
it's $100 to $130.
Nice.
The bottle, right? Would you say, okay, and I want your honest opinion, is it worth the price?
No.
Okay. Now, here's a question. Now, this is something we've done in the past for. Would you buy this bottle? Would you accept it as a gift, or it's just a hard pass?
Dude, I will accept anything.
Yeah, but
But I just could think of many other liquors that I could spend, bro, $45.
Yeah.
And
Like
be okay with
you
it.
would pay $80 for a Macallan 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so. I like him. I like him a Macallan toy, but I would even go with the Buchanas. You know, I've always told you about Buchanas.
Yeah, we've done
So Buchanas is in the 40s, and you know the things that
it doesn't disappoint.
It
Buchanan.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, Buchanas gets better the more you drink it. For me, so you keep drinking it, and it starts getting sweeter. So I'm right. So I would think that it's the same case with this.
Okay. All
That
right.
It gets, you know, your palate kind of gets used to the toughness.
I mean, you're a Scotch guy. Like, it's not like you're like, oh, you only drink rum or whatever. You appreciate Scotch.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we drink in our family. So
Yeah.
the first one is always rough, but usually it starts getting a little sweeter. But now, this being my first one, I'm just telling you how I feel. You know.
Hey, that's what we want. We only want the truth here. Plus, we're not being sponsored by
Truth
anything.
and nothing but the truth.
Yeah. So okay, I get that. Where we're saying you okay, so you take it as a gift. You wouldn't pass on it. It's something you would.
I take a drink, but if you tell me, oh, let's go a bottle, I will not choose this. For
Okay.
$100 to $130, no way.
That's fair. It's fair. I'd buy it, but then again, I bought a $200 bottle of French whiskey because I like the bottle. Because so.
What about that one that tastes like Herbert? The ones that taste like crap. That it was like
Ardbeg.
Ardbeg.
The Ardbeg 19 that we saw.
Such a
That
bad one.
$350 bottle.
It's so horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, personally.
For me, hard pass.
Hard pass.
A hard pass.
100%.
And people love Ardbeg. Like, everyone talks about it.
It might be one of those drinks that once you get past the first drink, it's as enjoyable as anything.
Halmush, Gabor
Right,
Halmush.
of course.
When he was over, he goes, "Oh, I want to try that bottle that you guys trashed on the show," and he goes, "I like it." He liked it, so maybe it's just an acquired taste.
Yeah, or maybe a tougher palate.
Yeah, for me, this is a solid whiskey. This is something that I would drink. But then again, I do like the Scotches, and I think compared to like an Irish whiskey, I do prefer Scotch.
Yeah, and I love the history though.
Yeah, it's cool.
The history about this distillery and the whiskey and the town itself.
And it's beautiful.
It's pretty awesome.
Like, it's a beautiful bottle to have on here.
The bottle is nice.
I wonder what this says.
What?
Oh, the little handwritten.
Little Bay of Caves.
Huh.
So
Little Bay of
it's
Caves.
a bay, I think.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Oban
But by
is
the
a
way,
bay.
did we didn't even say anything about the Little Bay of Caves. I don't know what
What
that
is a
is.
Bay
I
of
don't know what that
Caves?
is.
It's I think it's where.
Yeah, where it is.
Where it is.
It probably describes the thing. So
It's a Bay of
if you
Caves.
know, and if you can put it in the comments, and maybe a little subscribey, a little notifications, whatever, maybe a like, if you feel like it. I'm not above begging for the like. Please give it a like. You know what?
Subscribe.
And subscribe.
And the little bell that bling, you ring when there's a new episode.
Professional.
There's a lot of new stuff that will be coming up. with,
Yeah.
so just subscribe. dude.
Yeah, why not? Become
Why
part
not?
of the community.
You know?
Yeah.
Support, bro. Like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
we're
with your
just
life?
two guys.
Talking booze.
Two grown ass men sitting here talking booze.
What's better than this, dude?
What
Like,
is?
if you're working all week, what do you want to do when you get home on the weekend, bro?
Look, look, look.
with your buddies. We don't smoke cigars because we're indoors, but
Right.
this is
right.
what you want to do.
I told you my last cigar was with you in Barcelona.
Barcelona,
That was one of the greatest moments.
pretty great.
He had just proposed to his wife. We're facing the Sagrada Familia. It's like 2, 3 in the morning.
We were a little drunk, right? A little bit.
Yeah, well, we had one of the greatest meals of my life.
Right.
Michelin star, Nectari. We had like 3 bottles that dinner. It was an experience. Chef Jordy came to our table and made a tuna tartare. There was so many courses that by the end of it,
Yeah,
was the Kobe beef. And they couldn't eat it because they were so full. And I
Yeah,
had
you
to
had
finish
the whole
it.
thing.
I had to eat the whole thing, and it was
remember.
great.
I remember. Yeah, that was a good night.
That was amazing.
Well, that's not. It wasn't my last cigar, but it was a very memorable.
Now, for me, it's that image I have. Just you and me, just like your eyes were sparkling. You were so happy, excited.
Take a cruise.
We're about to go on a cruise.
We were about to go on a cruise through the Mediterranean. So
Yeah,
it was
we were about to go on a
great
cruise.
time.
Yeah, it was amazing. That was
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, so cheers to that,
Cheers,
those
man.
memories. Cheers to you guys, and thank you. Zlan Shabbat. Thank you for joining us on episode 136 of the Two Guys Talking Booze video podcast, where one of my dearest friends, Danny, these nuts, these nasty, the Magnus, joined us on the show in Casa Galvez, and we'll see you next week.
That was good, man. I mean, it wasn't as good as I thought, but it wasn't bad.